Many of us think of a childhood bully as someone at school who teases you, calls you names, maybe shoves you around. But what if the bully is someone that you actually live with? Hey friends, Laci Green here, and you're watching DNews. The anti-bullying movement has blown out the past few years with huge campaigns like It Gets Better and I Choose. Anti-bullying laws have been passed in every state, except Montana, because Montana apparently needs to get their act together. But even with all this awareness in action, one serious and very common form of bullying is just now getting some spotlight. A new study published this week in the journal Pediatrics found that sibling bullying is just as damaging to a child's mental health as peer bullying. Hold on, let me grab my surprise face. Working with the data from 3,600 children, they found that a third of them had been victimized by a sibling in the past year, and that the bullied kids had significantly higher levels of ongoing stress. No matter how frequent or severe the sibling bullying was, all the kids were at increased risk for anxiety, depression, and self-esteem issues in the future. It's strange to me, why is it that when a kid shoves someone who they're not related to, it's bullying, but when a kid shoves someone that they are related to, it's, a sibling quarrel? There are even some families who believe that this kind of sibling fighting and taunting is good, like it's some training for the real world, where you'll be bullied and terrorized nonstop. When I was 10, I used to hang out with this boy, Ben, who was constantly taunted by his older brother. He would call him names, he'd give him dirty looks, push him around, really just go out of his way to make him miserable. And it was always like, oh, it's just boys being boys, whatever. But now that I think about it, it was actually pretty bad. And I know that Ben would get really down on himself and that he really hated his brother. Side note, his brother later ended up landing himself in jail for assaulting a guy. We gotta remember that the guy in jail or people who are aggressors and bullies in everyday life, they have siblings and spouses too. So sibling bullying is especially worrisome because not only is there sort of a dismissive attitude about it, but also because most kids spend way more time at home than anywhere else. They may be around their bully all the time with no way to escape. And because their family, a bullying sibling, probably knows exactly what makes their victim tick. In the press that's come out about the study, the researchers have strongly urged parents to be attentive to the difference between, a little quarrel, some sibling rivalry, and actual bullying. Kids are too young to realize what's going on, so it's really up to the parents to take it seriously, to mediate fights, and to teach their kids how to communicate and to respect each other. To pay attention if teasing and antagonism always goes in one direction, or if it leaves one of the kids feeling defeated and humiliated. The researchers also advise that parents not play favorites or pit kids against each other because these can just make matters worse. Thanks for joining me for DNews, guys. Feel free to share your thoughts or stories about sibling bullies down below, and we'll be back soon with more science updates.